This video will discuss basic gameplay of Hearth-Vigil in the Spirit Island board game. This Dahan-centric spirit relies mostly on counterattacks during ravages, so positioning is key for utilizing its innates. Its special rules protects both your presence and Dahan during a ravage by giving them extra health and making it so blight doesn't remove your presence when Dahan are around. Remember that invaders do damage simultaneously to the land and Dahan, so ravages will still blight lands if they do 2 or more damage. Because the land blights as normal, I'm reluctant to call this spirit a defensive specialist in the traditional sense. It plays around ravages like a defensive spirit, particularly Stone's Unyielding Defiance, but it's more of a reactive offense than a defense, which puts this spirit into what I think is a unique niche for its game mechanics. Stone's Unyielding Defiance protects the land specifically, and Hearth-Vigil protects the Dahan specifically. Hearth-Vigil's innate allows Dahan to attack first, removing invaders before they can potentially remove Dahan and or add blight. The description says that Hearth-Vigil has trouble with established cities. This is because its unique powers do at most 2 damage, and without a ravage happening, there needs to be some damage coming from minor or major powers to deal enough damage to remove cities. The Keep Watch for New Incursion gathers Dahan from your land only, and you get the bonus on your growth track to gather Dahan into your land. Of your growth options, the third option lets you add a presence into any land, which is very helpful for establishing lands without Dahan. Also note that the special rules Loyal Guardian only move your presence when all of the Dahan leaves one of your lands. Because Hearth-Vigil is mainly reactive starting out, our goal is to stall while fishing for major or minor powers that synergize with Dahan. I think the specific strategy on turn 1 depends somewhat on if the invaders explore in lands with Dahan and or your presence or not. Usually in these videos I have sands then jungles explore, but I think the more difficult lands would be wetlands and mountains, not only because they have established towns and cities, but also because you need to get presence and Dahan into both lands. Mountains is located next to a sacred site already, so you can use Keep Watch for New Incursions to get into the coastal mountains if needed. Turn 1, we need energy and to get presence into both lands with invaders. This can be done with the third growth option and the bonus Gather on your growth track. Place presence from the bottom track to play 2 cards, Surrounded by the Dahan and Coordinated Raid. The innate Keep Watch for New Incursions is used primarily for gathering Dahan until a few turns, since it requires 3 animal. Turn 2, use growth option 2 to gain a power card and place a presence from the top track to uncover the sun and energy. I think creating a central sacred site will help to target most lands with Keep Watch for New Incursions. Play Favors of Story and Season and Call to Vigilance. The 3 sun and 1 earth from Favors of Story and Season lets you reach tier 2 of Warning of Impending Conflict, so 2 Dahan can deal 4 damage prior to invaders dealing damage during a ravage. Turn 3, we can probably uncover the 2 energy on the top track and gain another power card, with intentions of going up to the 3 energy and animal element for reaching tier 2 of Keep Watch for New Incursions. The spirit can greatly benefit from gaining a bunch of power cards to use with Dahan, so addressing energy gain first lets us take the second growth option much more often later on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.